Yeah, the art of the printmaker started with artists who, in each case, carried the work through to completion. Kanangana, Lukta, Iola. They were artists who worked on say, the matrix of a engraving, printed it and editioned it. But the artists, particularly the women, or the older artists, had no interest in or intrigue with the process. They would simply provide you with the kernel of creation that you knew you wanted to use as image. So then the printmakers they wouldn't reinterpret it, but they would, in the transfer of it, depending on what medium you were using, if it was stone cut, you had to transfer that design to the stone, and then someone else would cut it. So you had several hands involved in that. It's not unlike a studio here, that if you're not really a lithographer, but you have somebody who wants an addition of graphics, that you will create the original work, the cartoon, and take the likes of Open Studio or something, and they'll run an edition of whatever you want, whether it's lithograph or serigraph. So that was the procedure in the north. That Kanoiwak has such almost an iconic position in the country now. It never made a print, but more if you read some histories of her, you assume she's the printmaker, but the work was simply brought in, and as I mentioned before, it became our art bank. And from there, we decided that we'd try to find more methods that eliminate the middleman in that process. And that's why we brought in or introduced copper engraving, where the artist would work directly on the plate, or lithography, where the artist would work directly on the stone. And quite often they weren't working from a cartoon because there was no cartoon. But we still went on encouraging purchase of drawings, because although the market for original works on paper was limited, I was anxious to collect as much as I could of this passing culture.